This time we are in London. Where are we? We're on our way to London. I've got my Costa. Off motorway, and we're now sort of trying to get into the centre of London. We've got 11 miles to get to our destination, and it's going to take me an hour to get there. My God, this is where I'm grateful to be living in North Wales, where there's no traffic. So we were actually, in fact, on our way to Disneyland Paris, but we decided to drive down to London because it was easier than going by train. Thankfully, I've got a good friend now in London that allows me to use his car park space. So thank you to him. It was our first time driving into London, so we just followed the sat-nav, took the M6 and the M1, and we're heading into the city now under Archway, or Highgate. Highgate Archway? Not sure. I just love how eclectic all the architecture is in London. There's just everything. And still, look at the traffic, bonkers. Now you're getting into the city of London, yeah? Is it the dragons that's on the shield? Is it dragons or is it lions?
Dragons.
Yes, dragons. So do you see the skyscrapers and stuff, okay? Well, they're building them there. It's now, well, yes, that way. Now, okay? Blackfriars Bridge, look. So
there's the Millennium Wheel.
Look, there's the Millennium Wheel. Ah, there's the old pillars, look. That's what I was talking about. So these are the red columns of the old terminus between the road bridge and the modern station you can see behind there. It's very far off. Can you see the Shard? Oh, okay. It's gone now. Ti'n mynd o dan railway bridge man. Oh. Whoa.
We will shortly be arriving at London Blackfriars.
So after dropping my car off with my mate Tim, I then went into the city by train because we're staying at St Pancras. Here we are coming into Blackfriars Station, and Tim said, look out if you've got a view, but be careful because you'll be on the wrong side and the trains might block your view. And of course, it did, but thankfully it moved, so I managed to get this shot in the end. Well, that's it. We made it to another Premier Inn. This time we are in London, but only for 2 nights because we're off to Disney. So let's do this again, shall we? Ooh, made it. So we're now in London, and what did you say?
This is the best place because it's 60 musical.
Yeah, the 60 musical. You go Back to the Future musical. Burlesque is up there. Good place to be. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you excited for?
What?
What's are you excited?
60 musical.
I can't believe I was this close to London Transport Museum and wasn't allowed to go in. At least got to see Covent Garden Station. We're in Hamleys. I don't know why, because we're not going to buy anything because we're off to Disneyland Paris tomorrow. But look! It's Rocky! I found my section. All the Hornby stuff. Trains! As tempting as this was, I actually didn't buy it because look at the price. Be so cool though. We then stumbled on into another shop called Fanatics Collectibles a bit down the road, and there was all this Formula 1 stuff here. Isn't it so cool? Now these are real race suits, you know, used by drivers. There you go. This is Lewis Hamilton's race suit, Lewis's helmet, and I think that's Schumacher's helmet if I remember correctly. But just awesome stuff, and all terribly pricey. Oh, F1 the movie. Which way? That way?
That's why I walk backwards.
So this is St James's Palace now, yeah? Oh, Buckingham Palace. The secret police, look. It's another Corvette. London is such a fabulous place of old architecture and new stuff, because look behind me, Westminster Abbey. Look. Proper old buildings. But if you turn around again, look at all this. All the glass fronted modern stuff. All within the same square. It's amazing. Look at the aeroplane. So we're in London and we're walking to Battersea Powerstation. It's a 40-minute walk. But it still looks miles away, because I'm here on Vauxhall Bridge and I need to be over there somewhere. Over there. That's Battersea Powerstation.
Put it over your shoulder.
Something's itching me there.
We're getting closer to it. It looks odd compared to how I remember it, but we'll see what we see when we get there. So you know how I said earlier that London is an eclectic mix of all sorts of architecture? Well, this is my favourite building out the whole of London. It always has been. I don't know why. I could be the industrial thing, or I'm just odd, but I absolutely love it. I used to travel past it when I used to visit a friend down in London a few years back. I say a few years back, it's a decade ago. And every time I passed this, I thought, I love this place, I love it so much. Now, I knew it had been granted listed building status, but I didn't really know the history of it. So on screen now, you'll see the history panels when you visit Battersea Powerstation. Very fascinating, worth a read. So just pause the video off so you can see what's happening. I also knew that they'd redeveloped the place, and I have to be honest, I was a bit worried because I thought redevelopments of industrial places can be really, really good, or they can be really, really bad. Now, thankfully, I have to admit that I was pleasantly surprised by Battersea Powerstation's redevelopment. It's been turned into a shopping mall, but some features are still in place, like they've got a cafe now where Control Room B was. Control Room A has been transformed into a luxury dining venue, if I've understood correctly. One of the chimneys has been transformed into a lift and you can go up it. I think it's called Lift 109. didn't go up it on the day. It would have cost us £74 for the four of us to do it. And to be honest, the little one and the husband weren't really keen on doing it. But it just means I have to go back to London to do it. So that'll be in a future video, I'm sure. I think further on in the video, you'll see there's some of the redevelopment plans that they plan to do about this place. And thankfully, they didn't come into fruition because some of them were just god-awful. I am glad that the redevelopment has protected the site at least, because I do think it's important to save these industrial heritage items that we have in the UK, because they're tearing them down everywhere, and all of a sudden everything will be gone, and it'll be like South Wales losing all the pit heads. You won't even know anything was there, which I think is a dreadful shame. So they've converted Battersea Powerstation into a mall, shopping mall, which is quite cool. And they've got like original features like this wall behind me, and they've converted one of the chimney lifts. They've converted one of the chimneys to being a chimney lift. I would absolutely love to do it, but it's £70 for four of us. So I'm thinking, not today. So I'm going to come back because I really want to do that. So here are more information panels about the development of Battersea Power Station. Or should I say the redevelopment of Battersea Power Station. Loads of pictures and stories about what's happened on the site and stuff. Fascinating stuff, but as ever, just pause so you can read what's going on. So remember how I said there were grand plans about this thing, and some of them didn't come to fruition? Well, have a look at this information panel here. It shows you some of the plans. Some of them are just god-awful. I don't understand some of the concepts. And there'll be a few pictures coming up now showing you some of the other plans that were made but never went through planning. I'm aware some people don't like what's been done anyway, and I was sceptical, but in comparison to what could have happened, like this one, I think this was perfect. And here endeth our London trip. I will be back because I need to do this chimney lift because that looks epic. After walking 7.5 miles on this day, we decided to take the tube back to St Pancras because we were absolutely shattered. Thankfully, there's a tube station right at Battersea Power Station, which is an extension to the Piccadilly line, Northern line. Can't remember, but there is a station right at the entrance, so that's very handy. Next stop, Disney.